I've got some under my finger. Nail. There we go. I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. I came in his name. I am saved by his grace. 2,000 years ago, he died on a cross so he could show you how to live your life without sin, without lies. The devil took him on a mountaintop. Offered him every kingdom. Did you know? I've got hair in my nose. Offered him every kingdom. He would not stop. He said, Son of man, worship me. Come over, bend your knee. I said, I came in his name. I am saved by his grace. Surrounded himself with 12 good men, disciples is what we call them. There was Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. They told his story after he was gone, how he was born and raised. It only took 3 days. In his name we are saved, but only by his grace. I came in his name. I am saved by his grace. By his grace. Oh, my hair, it's so long. I can get it cut next year. Good evening, forensic students and school checkers from around the world. How y'all doing? On the day you were born, God looked down at the place you lay. He took a deep breath and blew on the clouds, blew them away. Heaven and earth he built, it took him just 6 days. Took him twice as long to make the smile for your beautiful face. He said, 'cause you're a natural girl. You're a natural girl. Sent a letter to Cadbury's. They made a recipe for your eyes and took the twinkles from the stars, placed them inside both your eyes. For me, for me, for me, for me. 'Cause you're a natural girl. You're a natural girl. I'll work for days, toil for hours and hours, just to pay for your dress and all your wedding flowers. And your dress will be made from the finest silk threads. They will flush the priest and turn every man's head as you grace the aisle with those curves and that smile, that smile. 'Cause you're a natural girl. Annabelle Vinneman. And your veil will be handmade by nymphs. They blushed at your beauty when they caught a glimpse of your legs and your arms, your feminine charms, those charms. 'Cause you're a natural girl. natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. I'll climb the walls, climb by the highest steeple. At the top of my voice, I'll sing to all the people. Found this girl, I love the one from above, above. 'Cause you're a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. Climb the walls, climb to the highest steeple. At the top of my voice, I'll sing to all the people. Found this girl, I love the one from above, above. 'Cause she's a natural girl. She's an actual girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. I'll write your name on Venus, Jupiter, Mars. When you look up at night, you'll see your name is written in the stars. 'Cause you're a natural girl. Bink. Do. Bum da-da-dum dum da-da-dum dum dum da-dum da-dum dum da-dum dum da-dum dum 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 ba-ba-bum bum ba-da-bum bum ba-ba-dum. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiboo. How y'all doing? Hope you had a nice day. Day is it? Saturday. Happy Saturday, folks. I would like to leave this city. This old town don't smell too pretty, and I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. And when I leave this island, I put myself into a soul asylum. I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. So here I go. I'm still scratching around in this same old hole. My body feels. That's not right, is it? My body feels young, but my mind is very old. I've done it again. I'm playing the actual keys. Duh. Dang it. Where was I? Oh yeah. So here I go. I'm still scratching around in the same old hole. My body feels young, but my mind is very old. So why do you say you can't give me dreams if they're mine anyway? No, not yet. I know what you're waiting for. I ain't even got any treats. You've eaten them all. You've done them all in. We've already had them all. Then get off it. Get down. Get down. You do it. Yes, you gorgeous. It's not cuddles time yet. Go on, get lost. Feed it. You gorgeous little spaniel. Yes, look at those floppy ears. You need to go to a groomer. You need to get those ears brushed out a bit. Yeah, all there. Yeah. Right, go and lay down. Go on, put me off. Right, do you want to come sit up here with Daddy? Well, lay down then. It's not cuddles. Well, lay down. Oh, Mary, don't you weep no more. Oh, Mary, don't you weep no more. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Did I said, Mary, I said, Mary, don't you weep. Oh, Mary, don't you weep no more. Oh, Mary, don't you weep no more. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Did I said, Mary, I've done it again, Mary. I said, don't you weep. One of these nights around 12 o'clock, this old world is gonna rock. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Did I said, Mary, I said, don't you weep. Mary had 3 links of chain. Every link was Jesus' name. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Did I said, Mary, don't you weep. Moses stood on the Red Sea shore. He smote the water with the 2x4. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Did I said, Mary, I said, don't you weep. God left Noah the rainbow sign. No more water but fire this time. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Did I said, Mary, I said, don't you weep. God left Noah. Oh, brothers and sisters, don't you sigh. There'll be good times by and by. Pharaoh's army got drowned. I said, Mary, my blessed Virgin Mary, don't you weep. Bink. There we go. Right, enough of that. He's got down. Why would you get down? Oh, he dives back on me now. Hello, Hanshu. Just wanted your cuddles, didn't you? Eh? Look at your little tail going. Do you want a treat? Do you want some chicken? Do you want some chicken? Come on then. Chicken! 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 Right, you chicken, don't you? Chicken! chicken. Gonna beat it. Chicken rally. You like them, don't you? Yeah. Nice. Right. Oh, the beard. Dang it. Yeah, you knew, didn't you? Why didn't you tell me? Eh? You knew, where's that plug? Did I move it? I bet I will have moved it. Because that really it. Right, let's put that there. Night, Albie. See you in the morning, Fairball. Right. Oh my gosh, is that how long my hair is? I've just seen a shadow of myself passing in front of the wall, in front of the projector. I look like Michael Bolton. It's so long. Right. You've had your cuddles, don't be cheeky, doofus. Nice try, dog. You've had your play. We went round the park. How many times did we go round the park today? 5? 5 times? Yeah, look at your face. As if, Daddy. Well, we did. Right. Let's get the show on the road. Let me get the show out of me first. There we go, that's better. Good evening. How are you all doing? Hope you have a nice day on a non-spinning stationary flat plane. Every day we look at the skeletons. Today's no different. We're looking at the faces as always. We can tell the difference in a male and female face by many different markers. The first one is that a man's head looks like a rectangle, a square or a block. A woman's head looks in general like an upside down egg. The woman's features are much smaller, the men's are much wider and further apart. The eyes are far apart, the eyes are close together, the eyes are rectangular, the eyes are rounded. The bigger nose, the smaller nose, the bigger teeth, the smaller teeth. The wider jaw to match the wider eyes and the wide-ass cheekbones. The widest place on a man's face is just below his eyes. The widest place on a woman's face is up in the hairline. Got it? Excess of copyright material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news, teaching and research without the need for formal payment to a copyright holder. To the noddy holder. Did you hear that, you shekel collectors? We stopped right here on Simon Monjack, who's got a right... Well, he has, hasn't he? He's got a kissable mouth, hasn't he? But what can I say? I'm not gay, because that's a woman. But well, it's not a woman. It is a woman. It's a bio woman, but it's not a natural woman. It's not a natural girl, is it? Nor is that a natural girl. Welcome to the show, the Upside Down, Inside Out, Back to Front Inversion show, where we show you how to spot flippy floppies. That's what they've done. They've flipped and flopped their characters because they're actors. They're all actors. You remember this. You can't get in trouble for speaking about actors, especially when you're telling the truth about them. Because they're actors. It's not a real person I'm talking about. If it was you I was talking about, then I'd be in trouble, wouldn't I? Which is why I keep myself away from it's not even meaningful, you know, what these trolls do. So I don't even entertain them. I don't want to. I've had my say. I just like with Flat Earth and this, when it comes to trolls, it's short and sweet. It's proved to me that water bends. Proved to me that I'm spinning. You can't get the out of my show then. It's as simple as that. I've been doing this so long, and I'm so long in the tooth with it. I've got a lot of patience. I really do. But once I know thee by thy fruits, it's time to hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Hello, Andrew. Here we go. Back to the top. I've got myself singing now, look. Who's first into class? It was Denise in San Diego. Denise from San Diego. Mandy Campbell came second. All right, Mandy. Oh, Mandy, you came. No, you married. I'm not serenading no one. Trini Tristan, hello in Switzerland. Luke in Croatia, how you doing, mate? Ana Souza in Portuguese. How you doing, Ana Souza? Bom dia. Annabelle Wienerman, I already said hello to you, but Dutch girls, you are beautiful. Intu's here. Kirsten's here. Hello, Kirsten. Forever Hopeful's here. Welcome to the show, all of you. Many blessings to every one of you. Did I say hello into it? I think I did. Cool Arrow, welcome to the show. Did I miss anybody? If I did, my eyes are old, my wheeze are neek. And we're good to go. Welcome to the only channel that tells you the truth at this rate. I'm going to be the last man. I'm the only man standing at this rate. I don't know what to tell you. The world is what it is. I'm stuck here, same as you. The devil wants you to leave this world full of hatred, spitting venom, so that when you meet your heavenly Father, not only did you not know the shape of the world, you didn't even know the shape of men and women. And the most important subject of all the subjects to teach people is forensic anthropology. Then teach them flat earth. Then teach them free energy. Airplanes run on air. Dinosaurs don't exist. Teach them all the other stuff afterwards, because you can go straight to every character, because that's what they are. They're all actors. You can go straight to every character and every story they tell you. One came up earlier on. It's a beautiful picture, actually. Let me show you the picture. Well, I found it last night. It was from last night's show. Has it come up? What have I just done with that? Where's that gone? Is it on there? It is. What do you think about this? Can you give me some type of feedback if he's male? He's not male! Are you kidding me? None of them are male! You are though, Armando. And your wife's got a small dental arch. Where are we? Someone's force-fitting that face. It doesn't look right. The features aren't big enough. The nose isn't big enough. The ears aren't big enough or low enough. This is a girl. Baron's a girl. I've already covered her. But I'll send you the picture later. This is the picture I want to bring his attention to. Real simple. The boy and girl picture from the toilets. You've all seen it. And it's written... Oh, I've lost it. There we go. It's written on doors all around the world for people to understand that a woman's arms hang akimbo. She has narrow shoulders compared to the wide shoulders of a man, but she has wider hips than a man does. So we get these lines of arms hanging straight like a sausages in a deli shop window. And what's up with you daft dog? Snorting and sniffing. And then body is parallel too, like an ironing board. Just imagine an ironing board with two mini ironing boards either side of it. And that's what I've got here on this little gentleman. And this is a doctor, apparently. It's a perfect example. Yeah, another side. I didn't realise, Suzanne. I'm just looking at it now. What Shirley wrote. The only time. Oh yeah, I've already read it. So you can see the arms are hanging akimbo and not straight down like the young boys. And then you see how the suit flares outwards, just like a dress look. Because that's what tailors do. They hide the feminine curves of a woman under a suit. They do it with all politicians, all the movie stars. They're all tailored clothes that they wear to hide the examples that I'm giving to you. But once you can see this, it is game over. You all know that, right? You really do. So there he is. That's the picture I used. And then I had a look. Where are we? Here. And then I had a look. Is that it? Doctor. Yeah, it is there. We'll bring that one. What is it? Yeah, we'll bring that one up right now. We'll interrupt the investigation we're doing for this one. So I'm doing that picture, and I just thought, is it a movie star? I want to know who this is now, because it was a real good picture. First picture that comes up is this one, Dr. Sean Russell. Two first names. Crocodile tears, look. Where's your jaw at? Why you got a turkey neck? Your neck looks like a caterpillar. It looks like Sam Smith when he was tied up like a pork belly. Images. So we're done. The picture there tells you everything you need to know about Dr. Sean Russell and his son, who he's got dressed as a girl.
apparently something happened to his wife and the other daughter. Is it my picture showing up already? Woohoo! That's you lot, that is. I can't believe that. As if my picture's there. Where's it gone now? Where's it gone? Oh, it's there. Yeah, is it 2 hours ago I posted it? Yeah, pretty good, yeah. So the picture itself tells me everything I need to know. I've studied forensics for 6 years. Yes, a woman can fake a man's gait and a man can fake a woman's gait, but there are telltale signs to faking it. Right here, I've got massive hips, short arms, the head looks too small for the body. Everything here would lead me to believe that that is literally a woman walking in a suit, which I'm used to seeing. And this is a young boy in a dress, just by looking at the angles of the arms and the positions of the legs and feet. This is used in courtrooms around the world. This is why you don't see the big channels, Jeranism or any of them. Simon, Dan, none of them, not on the Globe side, not on the Flat Earth side, want to talk about this subject because it gives them away, right? Once someone can do forensics, they can start looking at Jeran, they can look at Bob Nodell, they can look at anybody and see the differences in them and us. And it is, and them and us. I understand it now. I always thought it was the government, but it is the government, but it's all one great big scam from start to finish, including, I don't know what he's done, library filer. Was his wife a librarian or something and she got killed? Suzanne seemed to know what it was. I've never heard of this person until I Google searched it. So apparently he breaks down during news conference at Maidstone, Kent. Sean Russell gets hacking payout. Breaks down during news conference. So something happened to his wife and his other daughter or son. It's got to be his son because right there, his daughter's got deep set eyes and a big massive mouth, and this one doesn't. Is that him now, grown up? I told you it was a bloke. I could see it in that one down here. I told you it was a bloke. I could see it here at the age of whatever he is. I don't know, 7 years old. And there he is, 16 years old. And he's got some long arms, hasn't he, the lad? And of course, the rainbow colours. He's got a very big neck. And flat, broad shoulders. Yeah. Bollocks, that's a dude. Final answer. Oh, here he is. He's on This Morning with his massive gullet again. Honestly, Flight of the Albatross is what I'm thinking of. It looks like a, what do they call them birds with the big necks, the big gullets? Pelican. It looks like a pelican. Yeah, it's got a neck like a pelican. Who's that? Sean Russell. He looks like a QC, a barrister for. Oh, it's a different Sean Russell. Wrong one. Let's go back. This is who we're looking at. Dr. Sean S. Russell. I've got problems with that doctor as well. Your eyes look really close set. They do. Small dentures. Let's go back again. I've got the picture I need. It's right there. So I just need a face shot, really, to sink your ship. Oh my gosh. Another doctor. I'm not saying he's widest in the airline, but he's widest in the airline. He's got a fat schnoz. Alright, fat conk. Why can't I find a 50-50? I really want to do the sun as well. Look at that double prong rippled neck. Who's this? Josie Russell. Is he the killer? He's got to be the killer. Josie Russell to get married 2 decades since the horrific attack. The horrific... Oh, right, Josie. This is Josie, the son. The boy. He survived the attack from whoever this is. I'm telling you now, that's some close set eyes. I'm telling you now, I see in a neckhead. Is that him? Oh, whiff. Done. Dial M for Masons. Close set eyes, tiny ears, deep, long top lip with philtrum, Cupid's bow, pink lips. Never, ever, ever underestimate them. I don't see a track here on show. Your head is very, very egg-shaped. Murder, Josie Russell. Yeah, this is the killer. The bot. We're done. He looks like Bez. What do you want me to say? He's widest in the hairline. Not at the cheeks. He's got eye set, small ears. He's got kissable lips. Who's this? That's Josie now marrying his new girlfriend with the widest in the hairline again. Widest in the hairline. Over and on it, on it. Are you getting this yet? None of it's real. Nothing that you read or see in the news is real. There's another shot there. Look at them kipper feet. Again, the young boy with the massive feet. 7-year-old boy with bigger feet than his dad. Impossible. We'll take that one as well. Dr. David Russell, Sean Russell. There's quite a few doctors in the flat earth and the globe earth. I just want your face, really. Who's that? Dr. Lynn Russell. He's got some distance, hasn't he, in them eyes? 1,000-yard stare. He's not even crying in those pictures. Faking it. I got the chance, I'm taking it. Do you know what my favourite one of these psyops is? One of my favourite pictures. Not my favourite psyop. I like the 9/11 one. Oh, I haven't posted the stream. 1 second. Dip, 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 dip. Not my favourite psyop. Pause. Copy. And paste. Back to Facebook. Oh no. Oh, dang it. Go on. There we go. Post. Tweet on this channel. Elon faking it. The rest of the world might buy that bullshit, Elon, but not us. We don't buy that nonsense you post. Rockets landing vertically. Sure. Post. Not even worth my breath. It's not. Not even worth my breath. Right, that's that done. Right, let's come back to class. Sorry. So, we're talking psyops. This is definitely a psyop. I don't know what happened to his wife and the other son, or if this son got away with it or something. I don't know. I don't know what the story is, but the murderer who did it is definitely a flippity floppity. That one there. This one's definitely a flippity floppity. The son, who's meant to be the daughter, the one with the big neck lot and the jawbone and the teeth, right there. This one with the big neck and all that. Him, look at that neck and them shoulders. Boys with boobs. Massive spread across there. Like he's a weightlifter. Shot putter. All major news stories are made up nonsense. God Almighty is looking down at this and it's unravelling, right? The whole world is unravelling as we speak. All the lies are unravelling as we speak. And it only takes a few pictures. Walking pictures is all you need. Game over right there. This whole story is bollocks, right? But then we go to the Liverpool Anfield. What was it? Liverpool disaster. There we go. The Liverpool disaster. Oh, there's quite a few Liverpool disasters. I wonder if this one was a psyop as well in Europe, where the wall collapsed on them. I wonder if that was real or not. I don't know if that was real or not. The one in Europe. The Hillsborough soccer disaster. That's the one we're looking for. The Hillsborough soccer disaster. So I know to those of you that don't understand this, but at school, when you're little, you have a fire drill. Sometimes they have them once a month. There you go, fire drill lot. You don't actually pull the fire alarm. You just set the alarm, the school dinner bell off. You pretend it's the fire alarm, and everybody marches peacefully towards a gathering point, and everyone lines up in lines, and the teachers call out your names, and they check that everybody's there and nobody's going to die in a burning building. That's a fire drill. They run it on children at schools. I'm sure you've had one done, right? Where it's not really a fire, they just pretend there's a fire, and then everybody watches, everybody goes, and they know what to do if they hear the fire alarm, right? That's a fire drill. So, this is a football squashing drill, okay? None of the people are injured. They're all actors. Everybody on the pitch is an actor. All the real people are watching. These are the real Liverpool fans right up here, right? These are real. And the other fans who were there, they're real. But the ones that got squashed in this section at the Liverpool disaster, it's bollocks. It's tosh. Anfield. Let me put Anfield disaster. Anfield. Right, here we go. So, apparently, the policeman in charge, oh, what was his name? Chief Inspector Anfield Disasters. I can't remember his name, I'm having a brain fart. David Duckenfield. That's you! Have I forgotten that name? Copy. Give me that name. Oh my gosh. Give me that name. So David Duckenfield's the one they blamed for what I'm about to tell you. For those of you that don't know anything about it. David Duckensfield, Hillsborough. There we go. That's a woman. Straight away, look how deep that philtrum is on the top lip. Look how soft the eyes are, the tiny eye-set ears, the hamster cheeks, the rounded jawbone. Straight away, skull fail. Is that you, Satan Oakley? He looks a bit like Satan Oakley, doesn't he? She. Which one of these is Duckenfield? There's Margaret, straight legs. One of the only male prime ministers in England. America's still to have a male president. You've got 47 females. Duckenfield. Close. That's a hell of a stride you got there. Oh, there he is. We're done. Gotcha. David Duckenfield, the policeman in charge of what I'm about to show you happening. There's your main culprit that they blamed in the papers, right? He was the scapegoat. She was the scapegoat. David Duckenfield mincing. The solicitor and the other solicitor. This one, yeah, I've got dial M for Masons, even though she's in mid-stroke. That's a man. That one looks like a man, and so does he at the back. But that's the gate you need, right? That's all you need to see. That's all you need to do, right? That one right there. He's the man that they blame, the woman that they blame for all this. There's a few minces of Duckenfield. But you look at the head, lacking a jawbone, small mouth, deep philtrum, high set ears, rounded. Look at the shape of the eyes, look, rounded, close set eyes, with a flat forehead, dial M for Masons. It's an egghead. You see the shape of the head, it's an old egghead, but it's an egghead nonetheless. You can see it better when he was younger, look. There. See it? So, again, with the Freemason pictures, look, they've just got to have pictures taken in front of Masonry. Right, so this is the one that opened the gates that everybody got crushed. So straight away you know it's bollocks, because the chief inspector involved is a flip-flop, right? Let's go back to the Anfield story. He opened the gates, and in a section that was supposed to seat 2,000 people, he crammed in 5,000 people, was the alleged capacity that they said. And then all the back people crushed the front people. That's what supposedly happened, right? All the people at the front got crushed by people at the back. Remember, this is a crushing drill. It's not real. All the people in this section are actors. I'm telling you now. So, if you go watch the footage of this happening live, you will see that all the people are still watching football. Nobody gives a rat's ass what's going on here. Everybody's still watching football. And these are the pictures that they pushed out on television. Right? You've got, apparently, children and everyone getting crushed. But if you look at all the faces at the back, they're all watching the game. None of them are watching what's happening here. They're all watching the game. Until it stopped. Till they stopped it. They had to stop it. Right? But I want to draw your attention to these three doing the Michael Jackson, because this is Thriller! Thriller! You know the bit where Michael Jackson, Thriller dance. Get up, get up, get up!
McDonald's save a menu. Actually,
Shut up! We're not getting copyright. Pandora, the box. You got some big clavs, you have. Right, skip this advert. And here you're okay. And here you're okay. Are you okay, Annie? Annie, okay. Where is it? Where are they all doing it? I want to see it. Dun, 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 dun. That's close. Nearly doing it. Come on. Where's the bit where you're all doing the moonlight thing? You know what I mean, don't you? That's it. That's it. They're doing this lot. Wait for it. This is... Right. Now you go back to this lot. Oh, no. Now we go back to this, and that's exactly what these two are doing right there. If I should get the footage of this and lay Michael Jackson over the top of it. Right. But I really want to draw your attention to the fatty here on the end. Fatty! Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you on the end, fatty. Do you know what? I think I saw it in that one. Is it that one? Yeah. There's a picture where he's literally laughing. Literally smiling, you know, because they're egging him on to fake it, and it's making him laugh because he knows nothing's happening. Kids can't help it but tell the truth. Where's that picture I'm looking for? I'll tell you what, I want to see more from that. Show me more like that. This one here. Look, they got one that looks like Jesus in there, praying for his dear FTM life. Where's the bit where he's laughing? I hope that's not the one and they've covered it up. There's one where the little fat twat's laughing, I'm telling you. Right, none of this is real, right? I like to point out the dial M for Masons right there. I'd like to point out how long your digit ratio is compared to your index finger ratio, pal. Low set ears as well. Where is that picture? A little fatty. Come on, you little fatty. Where are you? It's one of these. I know it is. Look, all these people here, none of them are getting crushed at all. They're all watching the football whilst this is happening. I'm telling you now, go watch the live footage. As this is happening at the front, none of them are getting crushed from the back. They're all just stood there watching football. It's only when the match stops and it's brought to their attention that all the actors start. I want that picture. I don't know where it is. It's got to be here somewhere. Fat little twat. There, look, he's laughing. The fat little fucking, oh, excuse me language. That fat little shit is laughing, look. They're not getting crushed. It's all a load of bollocks. All these people at the back, right? None of them are freaking out or nothing. You'd think they'd all be turned the other way, wouldn't you? Turned around and telling everyone behind them to get back. That's what would happen in real life, right? They would. They would get back. Everybody would try their best to turn around, and anybody looking, seeing all those faces, telling them, it's your natural human instinct to back off and give space to them all instead of watching a shitty football game. Excuse me language again, but it winds me up. It really does. My mate Mally, he knows the Wales flat. He knows about the flip-flops, but still watches Liverpool. And when it comes to this disaster, can't talk about it. But I'm telling you now, Mally, when you come to look at this fat little face right here, he's laughing. He's literally laughing through it because they're all acting. None of this is real. If that was real, those people would literally look like putty coming through that fence. They would. From the weight behind them. 5,000 people pushing on one person at the front. They literally look like sausage meat coming through a sausage mincer. I'm not kidding you. They would. There won't be none of this. They won't be clinging on. They'd all be dead. They'd be crushed to death. They wouldn't even be able to breathe. Your lungs wouldn't even be able to expand. So I'm sat here going through this world of lies, and it is lies. This is just a crushing drill at Anfield. This one is definitely fake. This one at Europe, when the wall collapsed, I don't know if this one was real. I don't know if this one, I've not looked into this one. But this one, with little Fatty laughing in the corner of the screen there, all day long. This is fake. Duckingfield, the man in charge, is a flip-flop, the one who opened the gates to let them all in. So, basically, what I would see, if you did let real people into this stand to witness this and be fooled by it, because I think all of them would be in on it. But if you was to let real people witness this in that area, you'd put them at the back. The ones that were watching football, the real people. And then in the midsection, you'd put a load of actors to stop a real crush from crushing this lot. This lot here, the midsection, would be holding back that lot, just in case there was a crush. And then this lot they'd play the roles. You're going to go up against the fence, Jimmy, and you're going to get squashed, and it's going to look like Thriller night. Don't laugh, whatever you do, little Jimmy, you fat little chompy chomps, you. Do not laugh, because we're taking pictures and we're going to put them in. You're going to be placed in history, little Jimmy. So whatever you do, don't laugh. You got to pretend you're being crushed. But little Jimmy gave way. Little Jimmy gave in. Someone was tickling Jimmy during this moment. Someone behind him was probably squeezing his buttocks, and Jimmy couldn't help but laugh, and Jimmy laughed. All the rest of them are still faking it, lot. But I'm telling you now, if you were truly being crushed by that, every single face here would be panicked, absolutely stricken with fear. Not just because you can see these people getting crushed, but you'd be feeling the same problem that little Jimmy's not having, that you wouldn't be able to breathe. You wouldn't. That's why Jimmy's faking it with his little fat chubby chomps here, laughing his little nuts off during the middle of a crushing drill. Because that's what it is, it's a crushing drill. None of this. You know what I mean? This, I'm telling you, if that was a real woman there, her boobs would be pushed straight through there. She'd be crushed. And it's not happening. All of this is just nonsense. I'd be surprised if they're all not flip-flops in that crowd, that bit there, in that section. But if they did let real people in, they'd put them at the back to witness it all. The midsection would be like a safety barrier to stop anybody getting really crushed. and then a load of actors at the front. None of these. Look, him there is like, go on, mate, score a goal. Don't even give a shit. It's just nonsense. I don't believe in none of these psyops that they've pulled on us. And you can go through any psyop you want, anyone you want. Baby P. I've just seen a P on the screen. Baby P. For those of you that don't know, this was a horrifying story. When I read about this, I was so disgusted. But then you look at the this Mong shop right here, who's not widest in the airline at all, is it? Apparently killed this baby. There's the boyfriend, who's got a really deep philtrum, close set eyes, little brow bone, smaller mouth than the boyfriend. I don't know if I did these two. I'm sure I did. Baby P. There you go. That's a bloke. Final answer. It's a man. Just knee and foot punching straight forward. That's all you need to see. Game over. It bores me. It really does that they put these stories out there, not just to horrify and terrify general public, but to cause some unhinged wanker in the community to go and do the same stuff. And it does happen. It does happen. But they don't mention them ones. It's these ones that get the court cases. What's the one in is it Southampton? Southampton. I already covered the twat. Southampton killer. Is it Southampton? Who am I thinking of, folks? Who's out there English? You know which story? It's in the paper right now. I can't think of his name. He's got a weird name. Abdul Agdar. Something like that. The one with the children. He went into the children's group. They said he killed a load of children. He was on Red Nose Day. As if I can't remember his bloody name. I wonder if I put Akhtar, it'll come in. It's not Akhtar, though, is it? No. Akropovic, DB killer. No, that's not him. Stock. Was it Stock? I can't remember where it was. English killer. Children's school. That's the one right there. Southport, not Southampton. Let's have you. Look at that egghead. Even as a child, you can see that's a girl, right? Small, high set ears, deep philtrum, pink lips, close set coffee bean eyes, and a vertical forehead you can show a movie on. Southport killer. There she is. Axel, Rudacabana. So, here's another one. It's killing people now. A year on or a year or two after this happened. I think it's 2 years ago. It's now at court and they're bringing it all up. Look at that egghead. Right there, pink lips, eye set ears. Axel Rudacabana, this one right here, is an absolute fraud. Right, the whole story is a fraud. How he grabbed the children that were escaping and brought them back in, and the story is horrifying when you read it. And none of it happened. None of it happened. I don't even want to look at the victims. I know they're all in on it. I couldn't give a shit. But this right here, same again problem. Pink lips, close set eyes, no brow bone. But right there again, look at that egghead in an orange coat as well. 33 father, 33. There are real killers out there, unhinged nutters, normal people, but they don't go around doing this. They do it to other gang members and other stuff like that. They don't walk into a children's school and do what this Mong shot was supposed to have done. But this picture, this one right here, that one, that's the TARDIS behind him. Look, the Doctor's TARDIS. This one was on television in the Red Nose Day and whatever. It made a video. It's another child actor, secretly transgendered. We have to get this out right. They're not openly transgendered. Some of them are. But the ones that are usually double flipped, which is still not correct, is it? The information is still wrong. Like Bruce Jenner, everybody thinks it's a man to a woman, when actually it's a woman to a man to a woman. So, right here, I've got pictures of this one walking as well. Game over. It's an egghead. Final answer. This is a girl. This is a female. And the whole story is hogwash. No children got stabbed. Nobody got hurt because it's a made-up story. It's a stabbing drill. This is a psyop, a stabbing drill, this one. Fred West. You want me to cover Fred West? Fred West. Fred West got really close to eyes, the bitch. That explains his funny voice. Yeah, funny voice, didn't he, Fred West? You just got to look at the two of them. Tell me which one of them's got bigger, further apart eyes. Who's got the droopy... They look like piss holes in the snow. He's had a jaw implant, Fred West. He's got a tiny dental arch. He's got eye set ears. He was they say he was very strange. He looks very strange. Rose has got a bigger set of teeth than Fred. How's that possible? We can do it right. My favourite one for doing that with is Ian Brady and Myra Hindley, because it's so obvious when you see them side by side that you're looking at a woman who's widest in the hairline, close set eyes, froggy mouth, deep philtrum, small high set ears, sloping jawline, pointed chin, compared to the big thick diesel over here. Absolute shunter. I always thought he looked like a shunter, Myra Hindley. I thought he looked like a shunter, ugly woman, but it wasn't. It was a man in drag. The victim, look at this victim, widest in the hairline, small high set ears, goofy little teeth at the front, buck teeth at the front, small dental arch, close set eyes. Even when the children, just like with Axel Rudicaba, who we just looked at, you can do it with all of them. And it's the same for all of the psyops. You do the serial killers first, and then you'll see all the victims are flipped as well. Right? Let's go back to Fred West. That's the one we was looking at. So, Fred West. I'm sure all the serial killers have their pictures taken like this in front of an orange screen. I'm sure they do. I've got a Cupid's bow on Fred West. I've got a very deep, long, thick lip like Shitler and his gay boys. The sloping, small jawline of a woman. I see a very narrow skull, and I see it sloping in from the cheekbone and not the jawbone. If this was a man, the cheekbone's supposed to come in here and then go down, and you get this beautiful chiseled mark of a man, which Fred doesn't have, because that right there is an FTM in disguise. I know it is. I've got gates for this bitch. Dr. Harold Shipman's another one. Shipman, son of Mancode. Everything is about mocking Christ. That's all I can tell you, right? All these trolls that come in and say there's no Jesus, you got to call him Yeshua and all this. Look, he's my big brother. Jesus is my big brother. God is my heavenly Father. It's that simple. Anything else you want to say, it's just by the by, really. By the by. I want you to notice in this picture, which one of these has got neck of clock? Who's got the really flat shoulders, look? Not the sloping ones, the really flat ones, look. It's Rose West. This is a flip-floppy couple. Rose has got bigger dentals, bigger jawline, further apart eyes. The whole story is nonsense. They killed 2 of their own children and buried them in the cellar, and then killed another 15 children or something. I don't know what. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. You got a big face, you have, mate. And I can do this with any of the serial killers. When you go look at the victims, you see these very strange looking faces, big jawlines, deep set eyes. They don't look like natural girls. The serial killers aren't natural looking. Look, Fred's got a wonky left jawbone in, a chin. I don't know how it happens, but nearly every celebrity FTM like this has got a wonky chin going to the left. It must be the same doctor who puts them in, or the implant's wonky, I don't know. But to look at these 2 faces, if I was to draw a triangle through Fred's eyes to his top lip, and draw a triangle through Rose's eyes to his top lip, I get a bigger triangle on Rose than I do with Fred, and you can see it even clearer in that picture. These are just made up actors. It's all made up from start to finish. Every story you've ever experienced in the mainstream news is made up tosh. So when it comes to supporting all these flat earth channels, I told you I got out of it when I realised they were all flip-flops. And now, 6 years on after I got out of it, Jaron, who I called out as a woman, as a girl, and his husband, who slept with his best friend, who would have been a girl at a chemist shop or whatever the story is, has come out as a glober and turned on all the flat earthers after giving you fact after fact after fact after fact after fact about the earth, and measuring water level and radars and all these other proofs, that literally lasers that prove you're on a flat earth. Change his side because he apparently she went to the South Pole and saw a 24-hour sun. Well, that's bullshit for a start, right? Because you're a flip-flop. If you can't tell me the truth about your core identity, then there is nothing truthful in your Antarctica story at all. Same with these 2. If they can't be honest with their core identities about being a man, Rose, and being a woman, Fred, then this whole story and all these people they're supposed to have killed goes out of the window. Look at them laughing and grinning. The guards laughing. It's like little chumpy chops at Anfield again. You've just got 5 life sentences, Fred. Whatever you do when you get outside, don't smile or laugh, because you've just got 5 life sentences. You're supposed to be judged by it, right, Fred? As soon as you got outside, him and Gary started laughing together, look, bing. Gary's got widest in the airline, small dentures, high set ears. I've got the same problem. All the prison guards are in on this as well. Involved in this, not all prison guards, all these prison guards are in on it as well. That's why they're all laughing and joking. Look, close set eyes, off. No cheekbones, off. Look at the size of that 5 head. Look how receding that hairline is. And then we got this massive buttocked guard here. They're all laughing and joking, look. This twat has killed 15 children and buried them of a 30-year period, and this lot are all laughing with her. I don't think so. Any natural born male in his right mind would not want to even acknowledge this person's existence. Give them the cold shoulder, if you like. My friend, then my friend's sister, who they said was in the walls, that means she's still missing. Yeah. Unless, I hate to tell you this, your friend's in on it. I told you, I know Amanda. And now I know Amanda's a man, and I know that his wife, Jack, the football player, is a woman. Then my next question is Amanda's sister also a flip-flop? Because then it gets really weird for me, because her husband, who she's with now, and he has got a big 5 head. I'm telling you now, it's one thing I noticed about this man, he's got a big 5 head. He went out with another one of my best friends. That picture I showed you the other day of Amanda one of my best friends was partially showing, just her eye, and he went out of air. And then it really gets hectic because how many others are there? There can't just be Amanda that I know. There has to be more. The coven has to exist in my teens because it exists now with a ratio. So the coven must have existed back then. All stories and all media is nonsense. Which is why when they said Rob Skeever died, and then Flatpool Josh died, and then what do they call him? Flat Mac in Canada died, then Antonio died, and then Jibby died. But yet you was all secretly transgendered actors, right? So what are the odds on you actually being dead? I love you, Jimmy, you fuzzy wuzzy woman, you! So, whilst exploring the fantasy world that is the mainstream media news and all its uncovering of so-said truths and moon landings and nuclear bombs, it's not just those stories, it's these stories, the paper stories that are faked. They fake everything. They really do. Fred West, more victims of serial killer Fred West. They just make it all up. Fred's not real. Do you know who that looks like there? That looks like that girl off EastEnders. I can't remember. Natalie someone. Looks like her. Fred's got some gormless looking pictures of him. I just seen on there. Where was it? There. Look how gormless Fred looks in that picture. Rose looks scary as. But Fred's got beautiful eyelashes. Even the policemen involved, they're all in on it. Right? And the forensic detectives. Well, you only got to look at Dame Sue Black, who I've covered. And I did learn a lot from Dame Sue Black, but Dame Sue Black likes to take the piss. Doesn't he? Look at that neck. Dame Sue Black walking. Game over. Right there. Game over. It's a dude. And this one here looks a bit like a girl with the heel flip. But that's all it took. Quick skull check. And you don't get one of those medals off the Queen of England and get to walk with the Queen of England unless you're lying to all of the Queen of England's subjects and the court knees, right? That's what it is. They bow before the court. The court knee to bow before the King and Queen. That's a man. Final answer. England's one of the world's top recognised forensic specialists. Crime scene investigator. In real life, lies about his core identity. Who's the other one? Georgie. Is it Rauscher? How do you say that? Rauscher. Not this one. No. Is it without the R? Rausch. CSI. No. Forensics. I can't remember how to spell his name. Get off, you daft dog. No, you're not getting any attention. Get off. Get. Get off, Marley. Get. Get off. 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 Get o So you want wee wee? Is that what you want? Okay, come on then. That's one way of telling me you want to go out, isn't it? You do. Come on then. Why is that not opening? By the way. There you go. Put the kettle on. As if I can't remember his name. Hair name. Gotcha. I was close. George A. Rousher. Well. This person used to follow me on Twitter and like all my pictures all the way up until I said Dennis Bergkamp's a woman. And then he looks like Elon Musk. Then she flipped out. She fucking freaked out when I called Bergkamp a woman. He said I was on drugs. Really? You agree with all my skull analyses. You agree with my gaits. But the minute I say Dennis Bergkamp is a bitch for mincing, Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp walking. Images. She's flossing there. There's a picture like that, but it's in full mince. There, that's close enough. Done. It's a girl, diamond forming as well between those legs. There's a better one than that somewhere. But I completed, I think I had 3 gates on, Marlon. I had 3 gates on Dennis Bergkamp. Donny van der Beek. Look at the state of them. Look at the state of them. But Bergkamp right there, there's your walking picture. Come on. Oh, can I leave my cup in there? Sorry, I'm making a cup of tea whilst I was multitasking. Let me just make a cup of tea. Get off you, Jimmy, you're not getting out. Got me up for nothing. Got me up there, you got a wig. Dang it, where's that sugar gone? My honey, honey. You are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Boo-boo. Doo-boo-doo-doo. Get out of the way so I can put this back in the fridge. You're not getting out, you can get lost. Oh, you're hungry now, you want your food. Go on then, I'll leave the door open for you. I'll leave the door open for you so you can go and get your food. He's hungry, that's what he wanted. Right, I'm back. I don't know why he goes in, grabs a mouthful of food, comes here, eats it. Right, I'm back. So, Where were we? Oh yeah. So Georgette freaked out, and I mean freaked. For nearly a year and a half, I had Germany's answer to Dame Sue Black following me and liking all of my pictures. Absolutely thumbing them up. Yeah, spot on. I like this one. I like that one. But the minute I got to Dennis Beercamp, Georgette lost it. Lost it big time. Started saying I was on drugs. Are you on drugs? This isn't true. All of a sudden he turned. Now, I should have just unleashed Raish, because Raish, within 5 minutes, had found George. And I looked for George. I couldn't find George. But I didn't have Facebook or anything at the time. I got rid of it because I just didn't want to talk to my old friends. I just couldn't care for none of them. But Raish was unleashed. The minute he had a go at me, I should have let Raish go as well. I should have just unleashed Raish on him from the off, but I didn't. I let it go on for about 2 hours before I let Raish off the leash. I should have just let him off from the start. But Raish was straight in there. He picked up on that first picture I just showed you, looking like Elon Musk. He looks like Joe Rogan there, don't you think? Turkey teeth. Let's go back. But there she is, giving you the rabbit horns look. She's in the club. In the background, there's loads of Egyptian crap. I'm sure if you go through the pictures, you'll find it. Looking like Elon Musk there, loads. Girl with makeup. But Raish just literally... The reason my hair is so long right now, in 2020, when I'd only just started doing this, no, I just started my Twitter account, and I just met Bevy, and I was still learning, maybe a year into it, Raish literally said, "That's a woman, I'll bet you your haircut for the next 6 years." And me, being a dick, went and made the bet with a ratio that George Roush didn't mince. And a ratio just went, "Don't be cutting your hair till 2026, Dad." And I was done. In an instant, Raish took away everything I thought. I honestly thought he was a... because I didn't know how big George Roush was. I didn't realise. I just thought he was a forensics detective from somewhere in the world. I didn't even go looking for him, right? But Raish found that, and it was game over. Absolutely game over. And then he found some more. I don't know if they're in this set. It was with a model. And he was just like, "Dad, look at this." And when he showed me it, I was just like, "Oh my gosh. You only needed to show me that." It was like this. Look at that girl's face. Remember, this is Germany's #1. Look how long that index finger is. This is Germany's #1 forensic detective. Okay. So all the German stories, and Germany's a much bigger country than England, all the German stories that have this woman involved, you know, are going to be fake, just like the ones with Sue Black. Where's that picture Raish found? I started laughing because the model was so male, it was unreal. And it just made George stand out. It was like this here, but not that one. Got a bit of a double pronged going on there. And your eyes look pretty far apart. Let's just go back a second. Yeah, there's nothing else there. Gutted. Raish found a picture of him with this modelling in black and whites, and it was just incredible. 131,000 followers. I didn't realise how big this person was, but they followed me on Twitter. all the way up until I said Dennis Bergkamp is a bitch. And she is. You know, I just proved it to you there. And that's David Duckenfield. There. Dennis Bergkamp's a woman. 5 head, close set eyes, small mouth, high set ears, minces like a bitch. I actually did a magic trick on this one, David Seaman. David Seaman. I actually did a magic trick on this one. Do you know who he looks like? He looks like Rick out of Porn Stars, Les Gold. If you give him dark hair and a goatee beard, he looks like Rick out of Porn Stars. I was with my girlfriend in a Chinese where she lived. She lived in a real posh part of London where she lives. And I went over and did a magic trick to her. And she was friendly enough, I admit. She was friendly enough. She wasn't nasty to me. You know how some superstars are like, get away from me, you peasant. David Davina was quite nice, I gotta admit. Quite a lot of the flip-flops I've met have been nice people. Nice to me, not nice people. I can't tell you if they're nice people because I don't know them. But they were polite. And it's really clear, isn't it, with David Seaman. Now she got old. Look at that 5 head. Look how close set those eyes are. Goalkeeper for England for many years. And I did a magic trick to her without even knowing she was a woman. When she put her hand out, I was like, they're shovels. They're massive hands. But in reality, I don't think they were massive hands. I think I might have exaggerated it just because I was in front of David Seaman. I can't remember. I can't recall. But she's a woman. All footballers are women. To the end of time. You've lost your whole family, have you, Autumn, including your son. But I'll never sell myself to Satan, neither will I, Autumn. I wouldn't change anything. I told you the other day, I've lost all my best friends, I've lost my brother, I've lost loads of people. But I wouldn't trade them back for God, not at all. I got God in exchange for them. And the truth. The truth's what matters, right? You know what someone thinks about you, whether it's your best mate, your family member, your brother, like in my case. You found out what those people actually think about you behind your back. They just like these people, they put on an act in front of you, right? That's what... That's such an easy way for me to explain it. Just like these people, my brother put on an act that he was my brother for all these years. And the first chance he got a ratio taken off me with a Jezebel. Went behind my back and then didn't want to get caught. And when he did get caught, he didn't want to take any flack for it. It was all my fault for finding out about the secret transgenders. It's my fault that he's a fool. Nobody has ever come between me and God since that day. Nobody. And nobody ever will. It's my covenant to God that I don't put my faith in any man, including my own brother, over God. Because even my own brother, my best friend in the whole world, Paul, my best friend in the whole world, shit on me. That's the bit you got to accept. That your best friends, your family members, your mum, your dad, they look down on you. They don't like the truth. They'd sooner keep their wicked lives, their wicked lies. They'd sooner keep them. It's better than knowing the truth, apparently. I strongly disagree. I strongly disagree. The truth trumps everything. The truth is God. God spoke this world into existence. So anything that actually is, for example, the world's flat, well, that's God. That's a piece of God you just found. Truth. Water is always level. You can't find bendy water anywhere. Fact. Don't show me a waterfall. That's water falling. Don't show me a wave, Roberto. That's water moving. I'm talking about large oceans at rest. They don't bend. I live on a flat earth. And every time I find a piece of this truth, it's another piece of God. It truly is. It's like a massive jigsaw puzzle. Not only was the truth scattered into pieces, so was I. And I've been slowly putting both back together over the last 12 years. What they did to me, they separated me from God. When I found Bevy on Twitter, I asked God, I said, God, will you please send me a teacher, someone who's going to teach me how to do this so that I don't need anybody else. Within hours, there was a picture from Bevy in front of me. I was just browsing as well. I was just going through Google, just like I did then when I saw my picture in that mix. He said, posted a few hours ago from the Horrifying House Guest. It was the first time I've seen a gate picture. And then I absolutely loved discovering the gate. I truly did. Bevy's the greatest of all the teachers I had. Bevy's the greatest because Bevy didn't mince words when it came to the gate. It took me a while to understand it. It did. It took me 2 or 3 months to understand it. And then I met Shawnee and I started teaching Shawnee skulls because I was the only one doing skulls. And we both practically learned gates together. I helped him along because I was already a few months in front of him. But we both practically grew up at the same time. And I know he doesn't speak to Bevy anymore. Well, neither do I. But that was only because she blocked Shawnee for one of his posts. I can't remember what it was. That's how meaningless it is to me. It was important to Sean, though, because it pointed out that Bevy wasn't being honest with him. And then I had a choice. Do I stick with my teacher or do I agree with my student? And I had to agree with my student. I did. I can't bear false witness. I cannot bear false witness. At God equals music, welcome at peace. God equals music. Oh, there. Oh, I'm talking to someone else. Okay, so I don't really care for all the mishmashing of what's going on. Jesus said you'll know them by their fruits. Just the other day, before the Roberto moment, he did send me a message saying, you will know them by their fruits. Shawnee. I can show that bit, can't I? I can. Let me have a look. I can't find it. Alley up or get on your bed. Your choice. Don't stand in front of me, Marley. Alley up. Go and lay down. I can't find this message. Dang it. It might have been on a big one. I thought it was... Oh, hang on. Where's my message? He says some. You say some funny stuff, Shawnee. Why can't I find that message? It might be on one of the big ones. Right, I'm not going to bother looking. It'll take me too long. But just before all that ooh-ah with Josephine, it's 4 days. 4 days. We're still waiting, Josephine, for your gate. Emmett Ra. Amun-Ra, you Egyptian mofo. Anytime you like Synagogue of Satan, call in Synagogue of Satan, call in the Synagogue of Satan. Josephine, sorry. The world's waiting to see your face, your spine, and your gait, just like I've shown everything to the world. We're waiting to see yours. And yours, Roberto. Anytime you like, you've called out loads of people as being inverted. Now it's your turn. You've got to get your gait out. No teacher of transvestigations in this world is going to survive this, because you've got to show your gait, your face, and your spine. And if you don't, all your students are going to question you, especially when they find my work and they realise, well, this guy's being really honest. This must be a man because he's got all the markers of a man. But these faceless trolls like Roberto and Josephine, just too many to mention, they daren't do it. You understand? They daren't show you their gates. They daren't show you their bodies. They'll go around calling natural men and women flip-flops, trying to muddy the waters between you all. This is why I don't go slapping skulls on everybody, you understand? I know a lot of you would love for me to guilt check you. You do it to yourselves, I've taught you how to do it. 50-50 picture, put a skull on it, only one's going to fit. I'd love to do it, I would, but I'm only interested in these people. If someone like Roberto has studied my work for 2 years, and then the minute Josephine puts a fake skull on me, that Roberto can't see what Josephine is, then Roberto's in on it, right? Roberto's got to be a bloke. Josephine's a girl, Roberto's a bloke, and they're all in on it. That's the only answer I've got. Because I'm the only one that's got the face and the gate out there. See, that's the best part of it. The best part of understanding this, Roberto, is that I've got my gates. Anybody in the world who wants to look can go to my videos, go to the very bottom of the page, walk like an Egyptian. Not only can you see me 5 years ago, 6 years ago, but you get to see my gait from 6 years ago when I didn't even know what I was doing. I just knew that if I walked towards a camera in years to come, I'd be able to go back to this piece of work and show everyone. This is what I did 6 years ago. The minute I found out about this, the first thing I did was go on camera. These people have been around for years and will not get on camera, will not show their faces, will not show their gates. You've got to be kidding me.
No Stephen Pooh this time.
Straight legs, baby, all the way. Flat ass, broad shoulders, no diamonds showing, arms hanging straight down like sausages in a deli shop window. You can put a wrong skull on me, but what you can't do is mess with that gate. You cannot ever mess with the gate. People can fake it, yeah they can, but I'm a real man. All my markers are there. Everything about me is a man. You see, in my own town, there are real women, of course, that know me and know I'm a real man. These people that come and tell you all this stuff and breathe nonsense, because it was, I'll tell you what did it. Roberto was posted a meme saying that someone was a reptilian. Oh my King God, are you off your nuts? That's what it was, Shawnee. That's what triggered all this, wasn't it? And that's without even, and we didn't even mention it. It was just between me and Sean. I sent him a picture saying, look, Roberta says that this is a reptilian, Sean. And Sean replied, you will know them by their fruits. If you want to believe that humans can interbreed with salamanders, geckos, if you want to believe that mankind has mated with lizards, that's up to you. You've been watching too many V movies and all the rest of it. But it's entirely up to you. But I do forensics. If it don't stand in a court of law, easy for you to say, if it don't stand in a court of law, then it's got no place being discussed. Unless you want to talk about La La Land. If you want me to speculate and theorise, I can do that, but I'm going to make it quite clear. Same as I do with you guys, that we're entering La La Land, where I don't know if it's the truth or not. I never bear false witness. God is going to punish me something chronic if I lie, because it's blasphemy of the Holy Spirit for me to lie to you, knowing the truth, knowing that God's real, knowing that all of these flip-flops are here. It's blasphemy for me to lie to you in any way. It is, because you're the shepherd. You're the weak that I'm the shepherd, making you into shepherds, right? When you came to me, you didn't have an idea about any of this. You didn't understand the gate. You didn't understand the face. I've taught you all of it. And I've seen many pictures where they forced the wrong skulls in. They've done it to a lot of you in chat. I know Roberto was one for doing it as well. And I didn't like that. And until Roberto dragged me into this, I couldn't really get involved, right? It's like God staying out of it all. I have to stay out of it all. I'm your teacher. But the minute you drag me into this, then you're up for grabs. You understand that, Roberto? Which is why I'm calling you out. You are going to have to show your face, your gaits, and your spine the way I do in mine. Where are we? Yeah? Oh my gosh, wait. I've got to open that one again. Where's my other window? That one. Bink. Open, cross. Too many windows open. Home. Joe Pete there. You can from Facebook. You asked me that question the other day. Did you get the message? I said that your work looks shoddy. That's why I took it down. I banned that account because I don't even know who the person is. If it's someone who's telling massive lies, then fair enough. But if you get the right, it'll be here anyway somewhere. Where is it? Wait, let me find me. First me. Right. For Josephine, putting the wrong skulls on. Apparently the image is wrong angle, not straight on. Right. Now you already know that you can pass skulls into not side on faces, but slightly angled face, like my picture is here. In this one I'm straight on. The cheekbones don't even fit. But what she does is she puts the top of the skull where she thinks the skull is. She's guessing, right? Whereas a man's head is measured to the front of his hairline. Not like the woman's. Woman has a bigger head. You know this, right? But let's go back one. Josephine and Roberto. You're going to have to show me your flat back, Josephine, and your non-existent ass like mine. Straight legs, look. No chicken nom-nom. Flat ass and a perfectly straight spine. That's the first thing you're going to have to show me. I've got multiple pictures of my spine right there. You're going to have to show me the top of your arms. I want to see your delicate female wrists, Roberto. I want to see your big chunky wrists, Josephine. I want to see your long arms. I want to see your flat. Look how flat my shoulders are. Look how my neck just uproots. My head and neck uproot from a flat line look. My shoulders. No grandma sloping shoulders. Perfectly straight across, and my neck literally uproots from it. You're going to have to show me all of these things. Here's a recent picture that Sean did, look. Correct fitting. My hair's way longer than that now. This picture. Sean Garrett. It makes me laugh every time. Sean's showing you what they've done. Right? It's quite simple. Just look at the size of my dental arch. Here. Just look at the size of my dental arch. Does that look like a Ryan Gosling? Do I look like Ryan Gosling? Let's go back again. You're going to have to show your waist as well, Roberto. This is my waist. Oh, yeah. I do not spread from underneath the elbow, getting wider and wider and wider. I don't do that. I'm a straight line. I'm a straight line baby with big lats. I got big lats. My arms push out a bit, they do, but I've got big lats. Let's go back again. And of course, the piece de resistance is the gait, the very straight legs, the straight hanging arms, not akimbo, hanging straight down, straight legs, straight feet. You gotta go do this now. You gotta go do this now. Because everybody here who's studied under me knows that they are rectangular eyes. That is a thick brow bone hanging over the corner of my eye. This is a sloping back forehead. It doesn't bellow out at the edges. I've got wide ass cheekbones. I've got large, low set ears. And this picture here, the face shot, where is it? You said this doesn't count because it's not straight on. That one is. What's wrong with that one? Again, look at how many teeth are on show. When I smile, 12 teeth show. I'm a lion. I'm the real thing. Now it's your turn, Roberto. You hear me? You and Josephine have now got to show yourselves in exact much detail as I have done here. Whenever you like. The world's waiting. It's been 4 days and you still haven't done out. 4 days and you still ain't counted me. Come on. It's like your second-rate flip-flops. Let's put that back there. We're back to George Rousher. I'm on a rant, aren't I? How long have I been going? I've been going ages. Right, back to the forensic specialist. I'm going to have a drink of my tea. And all because of my faith. This is all because of my faith with Roberto. Because I wouldn't say Jesus doesn't exist, because I won't mollycoddle their ideas. You see, I've been through all the religions and scriptures, and Jesus was one that spoke volume to me. He did. That's the only way I can put it. The nicest man in mankind's history. We celebrate Christmas because of him. They say it's because, it might be a pagan celebration and all this that we're actually celebrating, but the idea of Christmas comes from Christ. The giving to those that don't have. That comes from Christ. All of the celebration days are probably wrong, I agree. They've lied about everything, and I can't beat that amount of lying. I can't beat it. All I can do is slowly through my days keep churning out the evidence that proves that I'm correct and that I haven't lied, and I don't tell lies because I believe in Jesus. I know God exists. I won't lie because I know God exists. My faith is in Christ. That God did send a messenger for me because he saw what the devil had done, and it's disgusting. What a hideous way to trap us all in hell into making us lust after our own sex without knowing, because that's what he's after. That's what Satan's tried to do to us, all right, to take away what God created, male and female, in that image, in that order, and they've reversed it, and they've reversed all the other things. Heaven became space, hell became a molten ball of magnetic lava. Still can't get it out without laughing. Dinosaurs used to roam anything but God, and when I found God, or he found me, it was due to the fact that I discovered a fact: I'm not spinning. And the moment I said the words, I'm not spinning, spoke those words into this realm, I had a flicker book of wars and poverty and starvation and killing and murders, and it all ended and culminated on 3 men on crosses with the sun behind them, or setting behind them, just silhouetted. And in my mind it went straight to Jesus, and the minute I saw Jesus' face, I spoke another set of words into the realm and started crying, the hiding God. And the minute I said those words into this realm, spoke them into existence, I hysterically, well, first of all, I was hysterically laughing at the flat earth, But then I just came to this boom. I just sat upright because I was laid sideways laughing so hard. I was laid sideways. I couldn't sit upright. I was laughing so hard. But then it was like being electric shocked out of hysteria. Whoom, sat upright as I realised they're hiding God. And I wanted to know more about Christ. From that moment on, I wanted to know more about Christ. I wanted to know more about God. I wanted to know how I got here. And to do that, I had to read, or I listen to, because I don't read, I had to listen to the Holy Bible many times online. I listened to all of them. Vedic texts, Quran. I listened to all texts. I wanted to know all about all religions from all around earth. I wanted to know everybody's description of what God is what I wanted. I innately know things not to do, like to kill people, to rob people, to steal from people, to hate people. All these things I innately know not to do. Because I was created in his image. In kindness, in mercy. And he is a merciful God because this world continues with these people in control. And for us to be misled by Satan, he's merciful because he could just end it all and none of us have got anything. That's where I'm stuck at. It's not the parts of the Bible I don't understand that bother me. It's the parts that I do understand that bother me greatly. Just like Mark Twain said, just the awesomeness of God to be able to say, let there be fish. And there were fish. Let there be light, and there was light. He just spoke it into existence. The power and the glory, it all goes to God Almighty. Do you know what? I ain't even done. This is the first. This is the first investigation, and I'm still not over it. I'm sorry. Right, let's get Simon Monjack into this mix. Yeah. Where has that gone? There. 1 second. Let me bring that back. We're just gonna open. Where is it? My picture just here. Oh, Madonna. Hope you like Madonna too. He's got call me old fashioned, but I prefer vaginas that don't cast shadows. Where is the picture of me? Here. Oh, there it is. Comments. Was it here? Yes, Cam. It's this picture. This picture makes your work look shoddy. It was like that one that Roberto uses with all the triangles and red squares. It covers up everything. That's why mine is nice and plain with just a red triangle running through it to draw your attention to the size of the face. Nothing more. Everything else is clear. That's not a good picture to use. Get a better score. Use a better score. Do something. Let's go back. So there you go. If you're going to put the wrong skull on me, whatever you do, make sure you've got your own skull check and everything ready to go. Because otherwise you look like a liar, don't you? Right, where am I? Back to this one. Simon Monjack. See if we can get his face first. That one's alright. It's a 50-50. We'll take that as your face. Let's go gate shopping. That was a 1 hour, 51 minute rant. This is the first investigation that we opened up with. And I still haven't even finished. I've just been ranting for 1 hour and 50 minutes. What triggered me? I don't know. But I did. I know. Can. Right. This is the best part of it, right, Can? Is that when you look at people's faces, we don't need the skulls. That's the best part of it. We don't need the skulls. We just see them. It's to explain to the people who can't see it what I'm seeing. And when you learn to do it without, then you've mastered it, right? You have. You've mastered the skulls. When you can look at this face and see the pink lips, the cupid's bow, the deep filled chin, the soft eyes, the small ears, compared to the hard staring male over here, when you can see these differences, the widest in the hairline, you don't need the skulls. Your training is complete. And I know I've trained loads of you. I know I have. I've had lots of you're welcome. I've had lots of messages over the last few years that I've been teaching you all. And I know you're all grateful. And I'm grateful that you found me and that you listened to me. I am. I hope that you found God. I truly do. I hope that even if you didn't find him through me, you found him in the end. That you found the true reason that you're here. God is the most powerful thing in this. If there is a universe, God's the pinnacle of all of it. And they've hidden him. They're jealous of you because you were created the way he designed you, in his image. He created male, and then male and female created he them. People are like, sexist. Why did he create man first? I've got no idea. Why is God a man? I don't know. I've got no idea. If God's a woman, God's a woman. I can't prove it. But I'm just going to go with scriptures that God is a man or is a male spirit, and he created man from the dust, from the clay of the earth. Our bones, calcium, iron, zinc, all these metals are in our bodies. Gold is in our bodies. He created us from the dust of the earth and then breathed life into our lungs. Spirit. He breathed life into us. He gave us spirit. The Spirit of God moved across the face of the waters. I am the living waters. I am 8 pints of living waters created in his image. And then when man realised everyone had a partner except for him, he put Adam to sleep, took a piece of his rib, or took a rib, and then created woman. Bone of his bone, flesh of his flesh. Natural woman. And this we can agree on, right? That naturals, at least, this is the way we think. We're not nasty. We don't go out our way to rob or hate people. We don't tell lies. It's not in our nature, because that is the image of God, not to tell lies. And Satan wanted us to lie, not only to each other, but to family members, and he got us to do it. My dad told me I was a monkey on a spinning ball. I told my son he was a monkey on a spinning ball. But luckily, just after I taught him gravity, and he still wasn't getting it, I discovered flat earth, and I could just throw it all out the window. That's why my son was having so much trouble understanding gravity. When I was trying to explain it to him, I was explaining absolute bollocks to him. When you spin something, it sticks to it. When in reality, when I spin a conker on a string, it wants to fly off. The bucket of water on a string, when I spin it around the head, it's the string keeping it intact. If I let go of the string, the bucket flies off. By that rationality, if the world was spinning, I'd fly off. God created a flat earth. He created you and me. And he created you and me for this moment. Remember, there's only this moment, and then it's gone, look, it's gone. It's behind me now. It's behind, bye. Bye moment. Now's the moment. Bye, bye, bye moment. That's it. There's only now. When you understand that, there's only now. You don't know what the future holds. The past has already happened. There is only now. You have to act in the now. When let's say you're 40 years old. Say 40 years from now you die, and you've sat by and done nothing with this information. What are you going to tell the big man? Oh yeah, I got your message, but I couldn't be bothered to tell anyone. They'd all say I was crazy, father. They'll all say he needs locking up, father. But it's not the case, is it? I'm locked in this prison already. This is torturous. This has got to be the worst torture that any man, any evil spirit has ever thought of. To let natural people know the truth and then get mocked for decades on end. It's absolute torture. knowing I'm smarter than the general public, the mass general public, I'm so much smarter than them. Knowing that I care more than my brother does, or one of my aunties or my uncles. I care more about this world and the children in it than they do. And it's because I'm powered by God. The same reason I created 15,000 memes in 2 years. Because I'm powered by God to do it. I've been entrusted by God to do it. Because nobody else would do it. Or at least if they were doing it, they were like Roberto. Liars. Liars about the core identity. If they lie about the core identity, then what else are they lying about? I'm going to tell you about reptilians, clones, UFOs, Bigfoot. It's all nonsense. I messed up. I sinned. I'm a big enough man to say it. I sinned. Father, forgive me. I don't want to be here anymore, Father, but as long as you want me here, I'll stay here, right? Nobody's going to change that. But when this is all said and done, when God finally rips open the sky, because earth is his footstool. It's compared to a footstool compared to God and the size and the greatness of him. So if we're living in God's house, which we probably are, we're inside a massive house and we're the coffee table that he looks at every day. It's not that God wants to belittle you. It's that you feel humbled. Yeah, humbled. That you feel humbled in his greatness. But you've got to know he's there before you can bask in his glory. Before you can see the kingdom of heaven, you've got to work some things out. And for me, I worked out that I wasn't spinning. And it led me straight into his arms. It truly did. And I've never let go since. And I never will. No matter what it cost me. And people are like, well, after all this time, don't you think you should start making money out of it? No, I don't want any money. Everything I'm storing is in heaven, waiting for me. It won't be down here. It won't be something that Satan can give to me. And Satan's tried a few times to give me things, and I've always denied it. Right, Satan, because I caught you out when you tried. I don't want the material gifts. It would be nice to live in my own home. It would, rather than be in someone else's, but it's just the way it is. I've got a roof over my head. I've got food on my back. I've got clothes on my back, food in my belly. I'm grateful for those basic things. I truly am. God's almighty power is great. He never gave me more than I could handle. Yeah, he's going to test me in a living. Of course he is. His immigration policy is pretty strict to get into heaven. And I've messed up. For 40 years of my life, I broke his commandments. And now I look back on it as a grown man. I mean, I'm not a granddad yet. Ray hasn't had any babies yet, but I'm going to be a granddad soon, aren't I? It's on the cards. It's got to be. And I just want to be the greatest granddad to the next one who's going to know that the world's flat. She, he. It'll be an E. We only have boys. I'm going to let him know, or her, if it's a girl, that the world's flat from day one. She's going to be brought into this world, or he's going to be brought into this world, understanding that God is very real and everything around us is lies. That's what I consider to be, they call them star children, the star child, the indigo children, whatever. That's what I consider to be the star child, the one that's given the truth from the moment they get here, instead of Raish had been here 7 years when he started to receive the truth, and he still didn't get it all until he got to about 13, 14 when he got the biology lesson. So my grandchild won't be happening from day one. They're going to know the truth. I don't care what their family think of me and Raish teaching the grandchild that. I don't care. The truth will be instilled in that child from birth. I will sit and read Bible to the baby. The Bible, you're buying their bull. Some of it is bull. But if you want to tell me that all of the Bible's lies, wrong. There is an abundance. There's so much more truth in it than there is lies. I can only pick on a few things that bother me within the Bible. Only a few. Stuff on slavery, murdering women and children, gold, using a usury. These things bother me. These 5 things, maybe a few more, but there's very little in the Bible that bothers me. Apart from them things. And I know it, that they translated it. The Masons, them translated that book. So I have to take with a pinch of salt what I'm reading. And this caution comes from knowing that Satan has changed men into women and women into men. Or at least he hasn't actually done it, because it's not possible. But he's made me believe that men are women and women are men. That's what he's done. He's made me believe these things. And I have to be ultra aware. He said, be as wise as a serpent and gentle as a dove as you go. And that's what I try to be. I try not to hurt people's feelings. If calling you Roberto is hurting your feelings, Roberta, not my fault. I'm just stating the facts. Till you prove me otherwise, because I can prove who I am. You faceless trolls cannot prove who you are. There's only a few that showed themselves in flat earth. There was only so many of them. Most of them were faceless. They didn't come on camera. Loads of them didn't come on camera. Especially the ballers. They definitely didn't want to get seen when this all spills and comes out. They don't want people to know who they are. That, or they were all really bad flip-flops, and I'd have been able to tell something was up with the faces without the training. I don't know. But for whatever reason, only Satan hides in the shadows. Remember that, folks. Only Satan has to hide. God doesn't. God said, step into the light. Let it shine down on you. And that's what I do. I bask in it. Like, Jesus is the light bearer. No, the devil is the light bearer. Jesus is the light of the world. Totally different. He is the way and the life, and no one comes to the Father but through him. Through kindness, through mercy, through love, through sharing. Through all the things that Jesus did in his lifetime, which people won't accept. No, it didn't even happen. Well, even if it didn't happen, would it not be nice to treat people that way? They've degraded the world so much that people don't stand much of a chance in this era of brainwashing, because it's super strong now, right? The game's nearly over, right? It's end times, it's Revelations. They've done everything they needed to do to the world to get into power and take over. Done all that. What's left? Destroy God, or the image of God. And the image of God is you and I. In kindness, in love, in mercy, in peace. Because you're not naturally hateful. You're not naturally nasty. These people are brought up to be hateful and nasty. And I've seen it. I've seen it many times in them. Because I've had personal contact with them, with the Jezebel, with Antonio, with certain others. And there's one common factor in most of them. And I'm not lying. It's the name Jesus Christ. They hate it. They hate him, everything he stands for, because when the Son of Man comes back, Jesus, when the Son of Man comes back, he's the one that's going to do all the punishing. He's not coming to give loves and kisses and hugs and wisdom this time, because we nailed him to a cross last time, or at least our ancestors did. This time he comes to destroy Satan and every single one of his minions that's down here. And yes, they're going to go to hell. Like, there's no such place as hell. Oh, you said there's no such place as heaven. But I've come to discover that there's no such place called space. See, they photoshopped straight over heaven and invented this. Look at this shite. You know, people believe that this can be real somewhere out there. They believe that there are all these... Oh, that's really annoying. 1 second. They believe that there are all these planets that they can go to and travel to. Even when it's not this obvious, right? Like this. They've done a better job here, right? But that's still fake. And this is what makes me laugh. This is the rest of the universe, right? All of our travelling planets are much closer. They're only 40 million miles away. There isn't a camera that can see 40 million miles, you dibs. Anyway, let's just imagine this is the background and Mars would be here at the front, bigger than all of these. It'd be a big ball about here. When we zoom in on Mars, we don't see all of this behind Mars. Why? Why? When I zoom in on any planet, anywhere, Saturn, Jupiter, when I do it myself on my P900, I don't see this behind those stars, which is impossible because every single bit of space has been covered, look. There is a galaxy, a star, a sun, a nova, whatever you want to call them, they're everywhere. So wherever I zoom in on this picture, and I wish I could do it right now, there's going to be stars in the background. If I zoom on this star, I'm going to see all the ones in the background. If I zoom in on that one in the background, there'll be some more in the background of that. Because it goes on and on and on and on and on. But yet, when we go and have a look at the moon, we'll start with the moon. There's no stars in space. We got no... Look at the state of that. People believe this. There's no stars in space. Right? If I live in this universe like that, and I stand on the moon, then where's the rest of the universe gone? That's the question I'm asking. Because they can't show it. That's why. Because some nerd on Earth will plot the trajectory of the stars, the position of the stars, and say, no, Polaris or Venus shouldn't be here, should be down here. This is a fake picture, and they'd get caught out. I mean, grown-ass adults should look at this and say, that's a fake-ass picture, and call them out. But this one, look, meant to be the hand of God. Taking the piss, look. What do they call it? The Horsehead Nebula. Is that it? The Horsehead Nebula. What a load of shite. Meant to be the hand of God. And again, look, there it is, look, the hand of God. They're taking the piss. Oh, don't tell me that's meant to be real. Is that meant to be real? That looks like Kronos out of what do you call it? X-Men. But this is the nonsense that people like Pastor Will Duffy are going to pass off to his congregational listeners. You know, the congregation of listeners. I say learn forensics. And then go and look at all the people telling you these said truths. And you'll discover that they're all liars. And none of them have got your best interests at heart. None of them have. Satellites. What a load of shite. Could have stated this. CGI. Everything's CGI. Everything. None of it's real. But if you want to believe in this shite, then it's your life. I can't stop you. But the flip-flops, have spun this web of lies around the earth. Not only is it round, but water bends and it's spinning. And you've fallen for it all. Hook, line and sinker. And Elon Musk, who's an absolute twat, is sending big penis-shaped rockets nowhere. Just crash landing them in the oceans. Anything you think that's coming back down and landing on a tower, reverse thrusters, CGI. We've entered this world again. We're back in CGI world. And I love the fact I love the fact that there's the sun, there's Venus and Mercury, there's Earth. So on this half of the ball here, looking towards the sun, that's daytime. And on this half of the ball looking that way, well, that's nighttime. That's nighttime right there. So, if this were true, then how can I see Venus and Mercury in the night sky where Mars and Saturn and Jupiter are? Yeah? How can I see those two stars on this side of the earth at night time when they're in front of me and they never ever come around the back of me? Ever do they come around the back of me? But yet I see Venus and Mercury round the back of me every time they're in season. And we could do this all day. We could, because the ISS is absolute CGI. It's bollocks. It truly, they've made a stamp out of it. Look, all the money that America could have used on helping their people, on helping the people that live under bridges, the homeless, the ones with bad addictions, the crocodilian drug and all that stuff that turns the skin, and them ones that just fall asleep standing up and just stood there shaking. All those billions and billions of dollars that could have helped natural people get off their addictions were actually spent on secret operations on children. None of this exists. All the money goes to creating children in the image of Satan. That's about the truth of the matter. And my best friends don't care. My brother don't care. My family don't care. Well, most of them don't. But when God said it's a narrow road, I didn't quite understand how narrow it was going to be. I didn't understand that there was only going to be me on it, where I am. Don't get me wrong, there's lots of people on this road, but we're all miles apart from each other. You understand? The whole awakening is just for some of God's children, and it's up to you to go and tell the rest of the world. It's up to you to ring the bells and be your town crier, no matter what they say about you, no matter what names they call you. God loves you. He truly, truly loves you. And these people don't want you to love God back. They don't want you to give any worship to him. They want you to worship the Baphomet. They want you to worship them. Jesus said it. Don't worship me, worship the Father. That's why I believe strongly in Christ. My faith is so unbreakable. Satan's tried. God knows he's tried. You do know, don't you, God? He's tried. Ever since this journey began for me, Satan has tried to break my covenant with God. And he's failed at every point. Even taking my child away from me. You just made me more resilient. That I may walk through the valley of the shadow of death, but I shall fear no evil, because he is my rod and my staff. God. Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity because I don't ask for a penny, and goodwill, because I love you all, is truly my brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And he will strike down upon you with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. And the Lord's vengeance is not to be mocked or scoffed at. There isn't a single man that even comes close to God's fury. They call him Tyson Fury. It's a girl. And the only fury coming out of him is female, not male. Two different aggressions, two different types, male and female, created he them. One was built to be nurturing, loving, caring, build homes and families and bring life into this world. The divine feminine. The other was meant to be strong and build things and build the homes and the cars. This is a man's world. Dun, dun, dun. The other one was built for labour, the man. The woman was built to be in labour, to give birth. The male was built for manual labour. There's a big difference. On that bombshell, I didn't even finish that. I still didn't finish that request. I'll be back tomorrow and I'm going to try not to rant. And I'll finish this investigation off on Simon Monjack. But until next time, boys and girls, God said he loves you and he wants a message to be known to all of you. And that is that you were born in an inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy, turvy world. Thank you very, very much for watching and listening, students. Just remember, God does truly love you. Good night, Gregor. Until tomorrow, Sunday Night Live, sweet dreams. God bless.